Hey YouTube, Zach with East Coast Guns and Gear here. As promised, I'm bringing you the WL14 from Nextorch. We discussed this in the TL1 video, that this was the replacement model. Just got this in today. We're going to do an opening as well as discuss the stats on this bad boy. All right, I'm going to tell you what the box says and then we'll open it up and get to it. This is a 500 lumen light. It has a high and low setting, 500 lumens on high, 52 lumens on low. The battery life is 1 hour and 15 minutes on high, 2 hours and a half on low. It's submersible to 1 meter in water and drop tested up to 1 meter as well. Looks like your range of view on high is 115 meters and 35 meters on low. Any other stats here? It's a LED. Weight is around 1.69 ounces. It has a built-in rechargeable 250 milliamp battery. And attaches to mil-spec 1913 rails as well as Glock style rails. So you can mount this thing on pretty much anything you have. I picked this up for $39.99. A bargain of a deal. A bargain of a deal. So let's open it up if I don't tear the box up and see what comes in here. Okay, you got your charging cable here. Here's your charging cable. It's your typical USB to USB-C, type C. You probably have 1 million of these laying around your house. That's what charges this thing. All right, here it is. This is the Nextorch WL11. First impressions. It's smaller and lighter than the TL1 that I reviewed. This appears to have a composite body, so it doesn't have the aluminum body of the TL1. It's also significantly cheaper than the TL1. Looks like it's just a standard loosened Phillips head screw. Slap it on the rail, tighten it down. Very simple but effective mounting solution. On the bottom here, you'll notice you have a charging port. It's got a rubber peel open cover, which reveals the USB-C type C charger. Just seal that back up. Let's see if it came charged. All right. You have 2 switches, one on each side, so left, right-handed, main hand, support hand, however you want to trigger the light. Both of them turn the light on, and both of them turn the light off. So one hit turns it on, one hit turns it off. If you press both, I believe it changes the mode. Let's see. Yes. Low, high. And it saves that mode. So, you know, you can set it to low, leave it on low if you're in your house where you don't really need 500 lumens. I feel like 500 lumens is a lot for in the house. Just because of all the reflective surfaces, you might end up blinding yourself with 500 lumens. And that's, you know, that's a realistic problem to have. Maybe we'll have a video just on clearing a house or securing your home. Because there's things that a lot of people don't think about, like picture height in the house, reflective surfaces like ovens, pictures on the walls, mirrors. And you go through your house with 500 lumens. Let me tell you guys, you can end up blinding yourself with the reflection and put you at a severe tactical disadvantage. Maybe we'll make a separate video on that, just discussing it, maybe a little walkthrough, you know. Just something to think about. Whatever light you use on your home protection gun, you need to go out one night and, you know, make sure your gun's clear and just kind of walk through your house with your light on and just look, you know, are my pictures hung at a reflective light height that's gonna shine back in my eyes? You know, do I have too much lumen for the distance and the situation in my home? A lot of that stuff comes into play. And, you know, a light like this where you have an option of 35 lumens or 500 lumens, it was 35, right? Yes. That could be a good thing to have, you know. You just want to identify the enemy, and you don't need 500 lumens to identify an enemy. You need 500 lumens if you want to disorientate or blind the enemy, yes. So 35 lumens might be the key. I have to play with this a little bit at night so I can see for myself, but sounds like it might be ideal. But anyway, moving forward. How about we slap this on a pistol and we'll see what it looks like, how it mounts, and so forth. All right. I have let me show it's cleared. I have a Springfield XDM here. Obviously, weapon mounted red dot. It's a Vortex Viper, an aftermarket trigger. But if you guys want to see a review on this XDM, let me know in the comments, and definitely we'll do one. But for now, this guy's here just to mount the light to. So let's loosen up the Phillips head. Press that out. Mount it on. Press that guy back in. Tighten it. We're just going to do hand tight now because this will probably end up replacing the one on my Ruger carbine. All right, there it is. We can see that compared to the TL1, this is a shorter light. It also has 500 lumens compared to the TL1 I reviewed, which has, I think it was 200 lumens. Very nice, very clean package. Let's check it out. Hold the gun. Easily can manipulate it with the support hand. But you know what I think is nicer? That, you know, if you have a high purchase on the gun, like you're ready to shoot, your support finger right here is right there. So if you're running a high purchase on the support hand, you have the knuckles wrapped around this, so you can trigger that with that support index finger. Or you can drop the support hand thumb down and trigger it with that. So, weapon activation switches seem to be in good placement. They've done a little bit of homework on that. Depending on the size of your hand, you could probably use your trigger finger as well. Mine just reaches, but I have large hands, and this is a large frame automatic. Compact, subcompact, I would assume you could definitely use your trigger finger and activate and deactivate the light. You know, if I wanted to be really picky, I could say maybe a momentary switch just for like being able to flash the light. Might have been nice. Maybe have on off on one side, momentary on the other. But I mean, I think for $40, $39.99, this thing's a bargain. I mean, 500 lumens, $39.99. You could throw one on, you know, everything you got for home defense in the house. I recommend everyone at least have one, because a weapon mounted light is definitely good for checking out those bumps in the middle of the night. So this is my review on the Nextorch WL14. If you like this review, feel free to like and subscribe. My channel has a lot of content like this, and I will continue to post. We have some interesting stuff coming up. Matter of fact, I'm going to the range today, and we'll keep you updated on that stuff. So Like I said, like and subscribe. And until next time, stay safe and protect your home. East Coast Guns and Gear.